It's developing story. Thank you. It's Sunshine Report. Thank you for joining us. My name is Oduayo Sawyer. The Court of Appeal sitting in Akure has affirmed the election of Lucky Aiyedatiwa and Olaide Adelami as the governor and deputy governor of Ondo State. This followed the dismissal of the appeals of some political parties against the judgment of Ondo State Governorship Election Petitions Tribunal of June 4, 2025, which affirmed the election of the All Progressives Congress APC candidates. The People's Democratic Party, African Democratic Congress, Allied People's Movement, and Social Development Party had filed appeals against the judgment of the tribunal, asking for invalidation of the November 16, 2024 governorship election. However, the three justices, Justice Nimpar Yargata, Justice Kenneth Amadi, and Justice Mohammed Sani, unanimously struck out the appeals one after the other for unsubstantiating the claims of non-compliance with the Electoral Act. The justices held that the appellant failed to prove their allegations against the election, as they did not show how their claims affected the election in the various polling units, wards, and local government areas where the election took place. The appellate court also ruled that the parties abandoned their cases as there were no witnesses called at the tribunal to back up their claims of widespread irregularities in the various polling units. The court therefore affirmed the judgments of the tribunal on all the cases and declared Aiyedatiwa and Adelami duly elected, giving cost of 1.5 million naira against the appellants. Governor Aiyedatiwa described the judgment a welcome development, commending the appeal court justices for painstakingly going through the cases and delivering detailed, unanimous judgments.
Justice have just been dispensed by the panel of judges sitting on this election petition, appeal. Like I've always said, that the court is an integral part of our democracy. And today, the appeal court has affirmed the decision of the election petition tribunal that was given about 2 months ago. So I want to use this opportunity once again to thank the people of Ondo State who overwhelmingly gave us that mandate November 16, 2024. The mandate, a record-broken mandate of 366, 781 votes, but today the court affirmed during the tribunal and also has affirmed the same victory today at the appeal court. I also want to use the opportunity to thank my legal counsel for their professionalism, for their legal acumen and commitment to this case. And the panel of judges from the tribunal and now the appeal court, I can't thank them enough for painstakingly going through the entire process and dispense justice without fear nor favor. So I thank Almighty God once again for this victory.
The governor, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, reacting to the appeal court judgment on the November 16, 2024 governorship election, affirming him as governor of Ondo State. The Ondo State Executive Council has approved the payment of 3.5 billion naira counterpart fund for rural access and agricultural marketing project (RAMP) in the state. At the State Executive Council meeting presided over by Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, the council also took other far-reaching decisions that promote the betterment of the state and the people.
The government of Ondo State has noted that there is the need to be proactive in addressing flood issues. To that effect, the government has given express approval for mapping of flood risk areas across the state. By this, we are going to look at those areas that are easily flooded whenever there is rain. Not only that, we are going to be interested in the causative factors that are responsible for predisposing certain communities, certain settlements, certain local governments to flooding.
About 3.5 billion as approved today as a counterpart fund to support water projects in the state. Also, we also passed it in also that the infrastructural ministry should visit all the ministry across the 18 local governments to reduce infrastructural deficits. And also, we also passed it that we should go to all the local governments, the 18 local governments, to go and pick some roads, also to reduce the infrastructural deficit.
The State Executive Council have approved the appointment of Prince Olushola Joseph Ajaka as the pioneer Bokunro of Idiogba, Alagmo, in Ilaje local government area of Ondo State. I'm also pleased to announce to you that the State Executive Council also approved the appointment of Prince Isiaka Oseni as the new Alale of Akumba Akoko in Akoko Southwest local government. All these, the two stools were approved by the State Executive Council after due process have been observed.
The present administration in Ondo State has reiterated its drive towards strengthening governance at the grassroots level through enhancing administrative capacity and accountability for quality service delivery. Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa spoke at a 4-day sensitization workshop organized for local government political office holders and top management staff on economic and financial administration of local councils. Joy Pius reports that the workshop was organized to enhance transparency, efficiency, and effectiveness in local government operations.
Collaborating the Local Government Service Commission, Economic and Financial Crime Commission, Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, as well as the Ondo State Public Complaints, Financial Crimes and Anti-Corruption Commission, Ondo State Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs organized a 4-day sensitization workshop for political office holders and top management staff of the local government on economic and financial administration of local councils. The workshop is aimed at promoting ethical financial practices, contributing to the reduction of corruption and financial irregularities in local government administration. In his welcome address, Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Amidu Takuro, harped on the importance of the workshop, which aims to enhance the capability of administrative officers with skills required to strengthen critical areas of the local government regarding financial management.
This workshop is designed to enhance capacity by equipping participants with contemporary knowledge and skill required for efficient and effective local government administration, promote synergy and foster a stronger working relationship and understanding between political office holder and career civil servants to ensure a cohesion approach to governance.
Declaring the workshop open, Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa reiterated his administration's commitment to providing necessary guidance and creating an enabling environment for the local government to thrive. Governor Aiyedatiwa described the top management officers the engine room of administration at the local government level, adding that their commitment, professionalism, and adherence to due processes are essential for effective governance.
I urge you to see yourselves as partners in progress and not mere bureaucrats. The success of any government policy at the grassroots depends heavily on your capacity, competence, and integrity. Our administration is determined to entrench a culture of accountability, efficiency, people-focused, and result-oriented governance in all tiers of government. To this end, we shall continue to support initiatives that promote transparency, fiscal discipline, and effective monitoring and evaluation at the local government level.
Other stakeholders commended the collaborative efforts of Ondo State government towards ensuring integrity and transparency.
This collaboration is very key and must be sustained. We will not succeed in this struggle if we don't keep this conversation. And it is our hope that the relationship and the synergy between the state and the commission will continue to work stronger for the overall good of our nation. I recognize that in this particular program, there is a synergy and a commitment of all relevant consulting agencies within our own terrain to work together and this to help us push governance to a new level.
This is a preventive workshop to let us know the do's and the don'ts and how to rightly apply the extant rules as enshrined in our regulatory books.
It is a very good training because it will give us, those of us who are politicians and the career office, to know how to handle the financial aspect of the local government.
With this workshop, participants believe they will be equipped with the knowledge and skills to implement sound financial management practices within their respective local governments. Joy Pius, Osrc News.
And as technology continues to reshape the way we live, it is also revolutionizing farm management. In a bid to modernize agricultural practices and better support farmers, the Ondo State government has introduced a GPS-enabled application to track farming activities across the state. The Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Agribusiness, Rotimi Wemimo, announced the innovation during a media briefing, highlighting its role in helping farmers accurately map and register their farmlands. Osrc's Blessing Obey has more.
With increasing adoption of artificial intelligence and GPS tools, farm registration and coordination are becoming more precise and data-driven. To align with this shift, the Ondo State government has rolled out a GPS coordinate app designed to simplify farm registration and monitoring across the state. The Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Agribusiness, Rotimi Wemimo, explained that the initiative addresses a major challenge. Farmers often lack clearly defined boundaries for their farmlands.
We've been doing these farmer registrations and continuous registrations, we've been going on for a couple of months now. We are upgrading as we move on. New things come up. From all the requirements from the farmers, we found out the one that is lacking for most of our farmers are probably the coordinates of their farm, which they find it very difficult to actually obtain. So we're here just to let them know the technology now that we can use to actually achieve this.
He added that modern agricultural support extends beyond just distributing fertilizers. Accurate location data is crucial to delivering effective interventions.
It's very simple. You download most of these on your phone, and then you go to your farm and take a picture, and those coordinates will appear. And then you just send us the coordinates. Those are the things that are required for modern day farming assistance. We need to give you full support. We need to know where those supports will go. That's why the coordinates are very important. Nobody wants to give any help, and nobody knows where the help is going to actually be stored. So those are the reasons those coordinates are very, very, very important. Nobody's going to touch any farmer without farming coordinates. So it is very important, no matter what size of farm you have. It is easy now with your phone to do this.
Acknowledging the digital gap in rural communities, Wemimo assured that trained agricultural officers will be deployed to assist farmers who do not have smartphones or internet access.
From our program, we also have essential officers, agri-officers in every local government. It is also their duty to actually assist these farmers. They will be going around as well to those farmers who may not have access to phone. They go to their local government and go to these rural areas and also take the coordinates of the farmers.
The hub is expected to boost farm monitoring, enhance agricultural planning, and significantly support food security efforts in Ondo State. Blessing Obe, Osrc News.
Major junctions and roundabouts in Akure have become hotspots of congestion and disorder, causing daily discomfort for residents and road users. There are renewed calls for effective urban planning to restore order and sanity to these intersections. Ayoluwa Tomiwa Adetunji reports.
The Ondo State capital, Akure, battles daily with chaotic traffic scenes and gridlocks at major junctions and roundabouts from Nepa and Ojaoba to Oba Adeshida and Arakale. Navigating these intersections is a constant struggle for both motorists and pedestrians. Indiscriminate parking, roadside trading, and overcrowding have worsened the situation, often grinding movement to a halt and raising concerns about safety and order.
There are congestions at major road, especially where the pedestrians used to, where it is built for pedestrians to be passing, and even in the middle of the market, no road to pass. Even the wheelbarrow can put down a 90-year-old man, a woman that is walking, without apology.
We should also be conscious of this crowdiness. We should be mindful of our security. People should not see it as an avenue for liberty. We should be conscious of this. So we should let this be the way it should be. So the people should also make sure they maintain sanity. When they come to where they stay, crowdiness, we should avoid it. We should avoid congestion. We should avoid conurbation in the sound. So we should make sure we do things the way it's supposed to be.
Many residents say lasting solutions are long overdue. They are calling for redesigned road structures, the installation of functional traffic lights, and dedicated pedestrian walkways to ease the pressure on these busy junctions.
It is high time now, maybe they do something. They back it up by law. So if they have some people that are being punished by law, maybe they will be deterrents.
The Commissioner for Physical Planning and Urban Development, Mr. Sunday Olajide, said steps are already being taken to decongest these intersections and restore order across the state capital.
We have this Okada and tricycle riders around Nepal side, and now there is a concerted effort to relocate them, and I'm sure if you get to the place now, it's more clearer than it used to be. So then generally most of the junctions we have introduced some orderliness, and of course if you are cognizant of the traffic situation in Akure now we have the government is resuscitating the traffic lights, and trying to make sure that the traffic lights are working. If you around the cathedral, that one is working perfectly now, and the number of other ones, I think the government is working on them.
Residents, however, remain cautiously optimistic, hoping that the ministry's intervention will bring long-term relief and make daily commuting in Akure safer and convenient. For now, all eyes remain on the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development as the city awaits concrete actions to resolve the persistent traffic chaos at these notorious junctions. Ayolua Toluwa Adetunji, Osrc News.
The House of Representatives' recent proposal to bar public and civil servants from enrolling their children in private schools or seeking health care in private facilities has triggered widespread debate across Nigeria. Findings show the Nigerian political elite spent over 160 billion naira on foreign education and an estimated 230 billion naira on overseas medical tourism in 2023 alone. West House's Abidemi Akinrotoye report depicts reaction of Nigerians to the proposed legislation.
Over the years, public institutions have deteriorated in no small part due to neglect by the same officials who instead funnel personal and public funds into private alternatives, both within and outside the country. In 2023 alone, a report by a civic watchdog revealed that Nigerian political elites spent over 160 billion naira on foreign education and an estimated 230 billion naira on overseas medical tourism, sums that could have transformed hundreds of schools and healthcare centers nationwide. So, for many Nigerians, the proposed bill to bar public and civil servants from enrolling their children in private schools or seeking health care in private facilities represents a long overdue attempt to hold the political class accountable. The move seeks to compel public office holders and civil servants to use the very system they oversee in Nigeria's public schools and hospitals. Mr. Olani Ojo welcomed the bill, describing it a bold step that could shift government attention and budgetary priority towards revamping public services for the benefit of all Nigerians.
It's a welcome development because what is good for the leaders is also good for the followers. Imagine our leaders, they left our hospital in a very terrible situation, as in situations. Go to our hospitals now, you see what I'm talking about. Those hospitals are nothing to write home about, as in there are no equipment and facilities there. People are dying every day.
In his reaction, the Olu of Kajolai Sikon, Olumuyiwa Agunda, acknowledged the public frustration but pointed out that many officials prefer private institutions simply because public ones lack basic infrastructure, staffing, and credibility.
It's a bit unfair on officials because it's not really their fault that some of the schools are not the shape they are and those are not really where they ought to. What I believe we should do is they should stop the politicians from traveling abroad. They can go abroad for their own, but no medical tourism. They are traveling abroad for medical, something should not be funded by government. At the same time, there should be more effort made by the government to improve medical welfare, healthcare, and the education system.
Also reacting, Ondo State Chairman of the Academic Staff Union of Secondary Schools, ASUS, Olatunji Balogun, said the bill is a welcome development. He, however, stressed that its success will hinge on strict enforcement and insulation from political interference.
That's a good one. At least if it's coming from the politicians themselves, because they are the ones who are making these laws. But the truth of it is, in Nigeria, almost every day we formulate laws, policies. But how effective are such laws? Are they actually monitoring to make sure that people adhere to these instructions? It's a good one ordinary on the surface, but when it comes to practicability, that is where we have issues. And for those of them who are making it well, with time, it will still move and get to ordinary citizens.
The sponsor of the bill, Amobi Oga, argued that the persistent patronage of private and foreign institutions by those in power is a major reason Nigeria's public education and health system remain underdeveloped. He explained that the legislation is aimed at restoring dignity to the country's public services and ensuring that leaders are forced to experience and fix the same condition they expect ordinary Nigerians to endure. While opinions remain divided, many believe that if passed and properly enforced, the bill could become a water wash moment, fostering equity, reducing wasteful spending, and potentially revitalizing Nigeria's struggling public institutions. Abidemi Akinrotoye, Osrc News.
In recent years, in vitro fertilization, IVF, has become a beacon of hope for many couples battling infertility. While the medical breakthrough has brought joy to millions, it also carries certain risks that are often overlooked. Our correspondent Oluwanifemi Abayomi reports on the gains and the dangers associated with IVF.
Infertility has long been a source of emotional and psychological distress for many couples. But with the advent of in vitro fertilization, science has offered a powerful solution, one that bypasses natural conception by fertilizing the egg outside the body before implanting it into the uterus. The gains are undeniable. Medical experts said IVF has helped millions of couples experience the joy of parenthood. Success rates have improved significantly with technological advancements, and for women with blocked fallopian tubes, low sperm counts, and unexplained infertility, it is often the only path to conception.
I feel like it's like giving hope to people that you know that they do not have an advantage. Childbirth for a woman is actually a big deal. So when you can give them a means, like when a woman has tried to give birth, and for years the trauma, everything that comes with it, and you can find a way forward for them, I feel like it's a good development, and technologically it's a plus one.
These days, because it's becoming a popular thing, people believe that until you have done IVF, you may not be able to conceive. Even those who have a little delay now, everything is IVF. And both the patients and the institution that is the health centers, some people, once they have an IVF facility, those you're supposed to even walk up, if they can conceive naturally. You don't want to do it again, you want to go to IVF straight.
Beyond personal joy, IVF has supported medical research, fertility preservation for cancer patients, and can aid in preventing the transmission of genetic disorders through embryo screening. Alongside the triumph lies several risks: physical, emotional, and ethnical.
IVF is associated with a lot of abnormalities. So, and if you now have the congenital abnormalities, will you now go and blame the hospital?
Ethnically, IVF raises questions about embryo disposal, selection, and growing use of third-party donors and surrogacy. Despite the risk, experts say with proper medical guidance and counseling and realistic expectations, many of the dangers can be managed.
Some people will bring their family that they want to do IVF, that they will share the children, the product from it. I said, no matter what came, he said the brother is not rich. He is. Everybody should be innocent in the sense that the physician is innocent, you are innocent, and we are relying on God. Only we are now carrying the work of God.
As the demand for fertility treatment grows, the conversation must expand beyond access, success rates, to include safety, emotional wellness, and informed choice. IVF, like other medical interventions, is a tool. Its benefits best realized when its risks are fully understood. Oluwanifemi Abayomi, Osrc News.
And with that report, we end the Sunshine Report. My name is Odunayo Soya. Good afternoon.